Good morning. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Well, we started the day off kind of, I won't say odd. It's odd now because you can see that there was this huge drop down this morning. It dropped down 400 some points as far as the Dow is concerned, and now has risen, and put the brakes on. We're down 162 versus uh, like 450 where it was earlier this morning. The Nasdaq, it too started way down and way up here, close to going positive. S&P down, risen, and so here the Russell did even better. You can see it started way down, did go positive here, and now is just right at the zero line, down 20 cents. That what is going on is the fact that there is a conflict in the Middle East. And so that started the day with major concern that, okay, things are happening here, and that is not something super positive, that we need to think that the day is going to be very bullish. And yet here it has improved from where it was. And that said, now it has sort of put the brakes on. As far as this carpet is concerned, this morning, just before open, this was solid red, except for a little bit of energy down here was green. This was red. And so some of the equities, like NVIDIA, have had big moves this morning, and that has kind of shifted the overall appearance of the carpet. There's definitely more green than there was at 9:30 Eastern time. So we will just have to see how the day plays out. If this is the start of there going to be lots of swings, will this go up here and now pull back and then go back up? What is going to happen from here is hard to say. So we have talked the last couple weeks and gone over here and looked at, take me a second to bring it up here, look at the big picture of for the Dow. So get it up here. So this is the monthly for the Dow. This top little indicator is what we call the channel commodity index. And it's very easy to read. That's why it's at the top of my charts, is because I can go through a list very quickly. Look at this indicator. The dotted line here is the zero line. Anything above it is bullish. Anything down here below it is bearish. So I can scroll through a list of charts very quickly and say bullish, bearish, what is it? What's going on? And so I can look at this and say, well, it is bullish. It is way up here in bullish territory, but it is weakening. You can see this is slipping down. It could still rise again if there was a change, but it tells me what is going on, that it is weakening. And I can look up here and say, yep, it's down 154 points at this point today and we are in a new month. So, if it was the middle of the month, this could be hundreds. But today is the first day of a new month. All right. If I scroll down a little bit further, I can say, okay, the EMA lines here are still in uptrending order. But I notice, I say, gosh, there's like 4 candles here kind of stuck just underneath or right at the R1 resistance 1 line. And It's like it came up here and bumped its head, rose a little bit, and then by the end of the month pulled back down and is just flat. Now we have dropped down under R1. It's not like there has been a big, huge like this, with big, huge red candles that are dropping down, but this could be the start of something that is more like that. The EMA lines here are still in uptrending order, but it is possible that this could, by the end of this month, drop more and be the start of a downward move. That is what this is hinting at. Excuse me, hinting at change. So when we come down here, the next thing I always look at, this is the percentage price oscillator, is to say, where is the PPO? The black line is above the red line. Okay, so that is bullish. But I look and I say, it is like curving down. It looks like it is maybe going to head down and cross. I look at the little blue blocks here and say, oh, I see they've been kind of small and flat for a while, but ooh, now they are getting smaller. It is sitting right at the line where it could cross down and become negative again like this. And if this PPO crosses down, then in a sense this P3.5 strength stage pattern that is mimicking this one will have failed. And then a P3.5 pattern where this red line is starting to rise and the green line maybe is heading down could cross over like that or like this. You can see here it crossed over at this point right there, but it didn't last very long. This red line didn't get up over the black line and take off like this. There wasn't strength where the black line rose. It is hard to know how this is going to play out, but it is suggesting that there is change brewing. There is some negativity. There is bearishness that is starting that could change the overall direction of the market for a period of time. And so that is why we're looking at this, is to see, okay, what is coming up? Is it time for put trades? Are we still okay to do call trades on certain indicators? So that is why we look at the longer time frame chart to see what the atmosphere is and see what is brewing, what is likely to continue on into the rest of the month and into the spring of the year. All right, well, I'm going to wrap this up. I hope you have a great, great week, and I will talk to you again next Monday. Take care.